Hello friends and followers, here we are again, ready to head off on another road trip. It's been 3 weeks at home since our last trip away. We have been busy with a bit of landscaping, paving around the house, so we thought it was time to hit the road again. This time we're planning to be away for a couple of months before heading home again to do a bit of harvest work in the district. Our original plans have changed a little. We were hoping to spend a few days at Mount Ives Station before heading into the upper Flinders Ranges. However, with a few road closures, we've had to change our plans. So this trip is turning out to be a bit of a wing it and see where we end up adventure. For now, our destination is Melrose, and we're looking forward to seeing what this trip has in store for us. So come along and enjoy the journey with us. We're getting close to Melrose now as we approach the southern Flinders Ranges. We're travelling along the Horrocks Pass Road and you can see the beautiful green hills around us. This year they really stand out thanks to all the rain the country has received. Here we are close to Wilmington, a small farming community nestled in the foothills of the Flinders Ranges. The town and surrounding districts have several popular tourist attractions worth checking out. Highlights is Alligator Gorge in the Mountain Remarkable National Park with its spectacular rock formations and beautiful scenery. There's also Horrocks Lookout, which offers some great views across the southern Flinders Ranges and towards Spencer Gulf. There are also 2 caravan parks here, one right in town and the other about 5 kilometres out of town, giving travellers a couple of options for staying in the area. We'll come back in a couple of days to have a look at Alligator Gorge and Hancock's Lookout without the van trailing behind us. On the foothills of the Flinders Ranges in the late winter and early spring is spectacular. The canola crops are growing higher than the fence and are in full flower, creating a beautiful display as we drive along the road. The tall river gums really stand out against the bright yellow fields as we make our way towards the destination of Melrose. Now, and what a fantastic view we have behind the caravan. With the recent heavy rains, the creeks throughout the Flinders Ranges have started flowing and many are still running weeks later. We're so lucky to have this beautiful scenery right behind us for the now 4-night stay at Melrose. Good morning everyone. Today we're heading to Wirrabara to have a look around the town and see what they have to offer. Once again, it's a beautiful day, although a little overcast. The countryside is looking fantastic and the scenery along the way makes it more enjoyable to get out and explore the country road. small farming town at the base of the Flinders Ranges. It's got all the basics you would expect from a small country town, but there are a few interesting attractions to explore. The main attractions we're keen to see are the Wirrabara silo hut and the Bluff Lookout, which offers some great views across the surrounding countryside. So let's go and explore Wirrabara. Silo art is certainly worth a look. The artwork features Dion LeBrun, a South Australian farmer, standing with an axe over his shoulder and a striking red-capped robin perched on him. The background reflects Wirrabara's strong connection with the forestry industry, local bushland and wildlife. On the way to the lookout, there is a small campground nestled amongst tall trees. This is Itchnee Campground, located along the Itchnee Creek in the former Wirrabara Forest. It is a peaceful bush setting with shady campsites surrounded by native woodland plantation trees. Also on the way is the historic Wirrabara Forest Nursery. This was once an important government nursery established in the 1800s to test different tree species for forestry in South Australia. Today, the old nursery has become a peaceful place to explore, with some impressive old trees that have been growing here for well over 100 years. We're heading up the Bluff Lookout now, which sits high above Wirrabara in the southern Flinders Ranges. The access road is narrow and sealed, and visitors towing a caravan travelling in a large vehicle should be aware that it is not suitable for a large or towed vehicle. The road winds its way through the forest before opening out into some fantastic views. There's an easy short walk from the car park to the viewing platform. From the lookout you get some fantastic views from the surrounding ranges stretching towards Port Pirie and Spencer Gulf. It's certainly worth the drive up here to take in the scenery and enjoy the views across the countryside. Now we are back in Melrose. We'll head up to the Monument Lookout. There is a little creek crossing to navigate. We track to the lookout as part of the Melrose Caravan Park. It's a little bit of a steep drive to get up the hill, but it'll be well worth the climb for the views that are waiting for us up the top. What a great view it is. From here you can take in the surrounding countryside. With all the recent rain, the landscape is looking particularly green and makes for a great spot to stop and enjoy the scenery. Here we are at the Melrose War Memorial, a tribute to the local men and women who served their country during times of war. Here we have one of Melrose's interesting landmarks. This huge gum tree standing right in the middle of the road on Brewery Street. It's estimated to be around about 300 years old, so it would have had been here long before the town of Melrose was really developed. It certainly makes it an impressive sight as you drive through the town. Now we are on the road to Alligator Gorge, which starts just south of Wilmington and takes us into the Mount Remarkable National Park. It is a picturesque drive through the ranges, but the road can be quite steep and narrow in places, so you need to take your time and drive carefully. It certainly makes it an interesting drive as we drive further into the hills towards Alligator Gorge. As we make our way to Alligator Gorge, it's hard to imagine that this beautiful area was affected by major bushfires in February 2025. The fires burnt through thousands of hectares of the Mount Remarkable National Park, including much of the country around Alligator Gorge. Thankfully, the bush is showing signs of recovery, and today we can see how quickly nature begins to regenerate after such a devastating fire. Alligator Gorge is well known for its spectacular rock formation, narrow gorges and colourful cliffs. It's another great spot to explore while you're in Wilmington area. There are several walking trails here at Alligator Gorge, ranging from short, easy walks to longer hikes. I did a short walk to have a look at the gorge itself, where the towering walls close in around the walking track. It's a great way to experience the rugged scenery of the Flinders Ranges. We hope you enjoyed watching our videos as we share our travel adventures. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and join us on our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.